Imagine pulling off a bank heist so legendary that it still baffles historians centuries later. But not just any heist. This one was cloaked in a cryptic code so intricate it felt less like a robbery and more like an unsolved puzzle from another era. What if I told you that the world's oldest known bank heist wasn't just about stealing money, but cracking a mysterious cipher that held dark secrets? Today, we're diving into a true story wrapped in shadows, codes, and whispers of betrayal. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll be cracking codes in your sleep and questioning everything you thought you knew about crime history. Our story unfolds in the late 14th century, a time when banking was no casual business like today. Banks were often fortified castles or guarded vaults tucked inside city walls, protected by armed guards and complex locking mechanisms. The concept of a bank heist was almost unheard of, yet this heist would shatter that notion forever. Back then, money wasn't digital or even paper, but gold coins, gemstones, and ledgers detailing vast fortunes. The banking systems were primitive, but what they lacked in technology, they made up for with secrecy and code. This was the era before modern encryption, yet the thieves behind this heist didn't just rely on brute force. Instead, they used something far more clever: cryptic codes and hidden messages, a clandestine language designed to confuse even the sharpest minds. That's right, medieval criminals using secret codes long before computers made encryption a thing. The layers of deception involved were astonishing, from coded letters to hidden maps etched into everyday objects. This was a heist not just of treasure, but of knowledge, secrecy, and intellect. To really get why this was revolutionary, picture yourself in that era. No CCTV, no alarms, just word of mouth, loyalty, and secrets. The heist forced banks to rethink their security forever, marking the beginning of a cat-and-mouse game between thieves and bankers that continues today. Here's where the story gets wild. Unlike modern bank robbers who may use walkie-talkies or encrypted emails, the masterminds behind this heist crafted an utterly unique method, a cryptic code hidden in plain sight. They cleverly embedded secret messages within everyday correspondence, letters that seemed innocent but held complex ciphers. Historical researchers uncovered letters from one of the conspirators, filled with odd symbols, jumbled letters, and strange number sequences. Experts in cryptography compare this code to a primitive but effective form of a polyalphabetic cipher, long before the famous Vigenère cipher came into play centuries later. The code wasn't just used for planning, but also to mislead authorities and cover their tracks. By carefully decoding these messages, historians realized the thieves formed a tightly knit network that coordinated every step, from disabling guards to timing the vault opening and even escape routes. Imagine cracking a message that looks like nonsense until you realize it's a secret map guiding you to gold hidden beneath the city itself. The depth of the code's sophistication was mind-blowing for that period and crucial to the heist's success. This layer of intellectual warfare added to the mythos. The heist was not just physical, but mental, a high-stakes game of wits that still challenges codebreakers today. And as we move forward, we'll see the impact this cryptic communication had on both sides, the crooks and the cops of the medieval world. Now picture this: a cold, foggy night shrouds the city. The thieves move silently through winding alleys, guided by cryptic clues only they understand. Their target? The vault of one of the wealthiest banks in medieval Europe, a fortress that was thought to be impenetrable. But the heist wasn't merely a smash and grab, it was a meticulously choreographed operation. Inside, the bank was a maze of traps, secret passages, and locked chambers. The thieves used tools that barely existed back then: locks picks made from repurposed metals, hidden keys stolen from the highest officials, and the most critical asset, the code to disable the vault's secret lock mechanism, hidden in an artist's painting hanging inside the lobby. Each piece fell perfectly into place, like a high-tech spy thriller, only set hundreds of years before James Bond. But of course, no great heist is without betrayal. As the loot was being divided, greed crept in. A member of the gang leaked the plans, but not to the authorities, to a rival faction just as hungry for power. This twist turned the tale into a medieval thriller, with double crosses and shadowy meetings at midnight. The fallout redefined how banks would protect their treasure for centuries to come. This chapter of the heist is not just about the theft, but about human nature, trust, betrayal, and survival in the ruthless underworld of the Middle Ages. The aftermath of the heist rippled through the banking world like a seismic shock. Before this, security was largely physical, strong doors, armed guards, and brute force. But after, banks realized the real threat was brains, not just brawn. The cryptic codes and secret communications exposed during the heist sparked innovations in secure communication and vault technology. Banks began implementing more complex cipher systems, inspired by the very methods used against them. The heist is often credited with sparking the earliest development of cryptography, dedicated to security rather than mere secrecy. Locked doors became supplemented by ciphered authorization systems, and vault rooms featured multiple layers of security protocols that required both physical keys and code phrases to access. Interestingly, the story also influenced culture. Popular tales, plays, even early novels integrated the idea of clever thieves using brains to outsmart armored fortresses. The mythos of the gentleman thief and the code-cracking mastermind arguably began here. Fast forward to today, and the DNA of this centuries-old heist can be seen in modern cybersecurity, encrypted messages, and secure banking protocols worldwide. The legacy is a reminder that crime and security will always push each other to evolve, locked in an eternal dance. And if you thought this story was done, wait until you hear about the secret letters researchers still haven't fully decoded, codes that might reveal a hidden treasure or a deeper conspiracy lurking just beneath the surface. So what's the takeaway from the world's oldest bank heist? It wasn't just a crime. It was a masterpiece of strategy, cryptography, and human drama that resonates even today. The cryptic code behind it reminds us how intelligence can turn the tide.